Julie is with us in Washington, D.C. Hey, Julie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Dave?
Good. How can we help?
I'm calling today with a question about using an inheritance that I received to either invest or pay off my mortgage. And I'm a longtime listener of the show, and I know that you always say that, you know, if I'm already investing 15%, then I should go ahead and throw extra money on the mortgage.
Yep.
And I guess two parts of this is, you know, I still have about $430,000 on the mortgage, but I think we're probably going to move in the next 2 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so thinking about it, you know, the inheritance is $150,000, so I can't completely pay off the mortgage. And I'm concerned that I would earn more, you know, investing that for 2 years and getting a good return rather than, you know, what the house might appreciate in the 2 years before we move. And so I was hoping you could better explain why you recommend the mortgage route in this situation.
The house is going to appreciate exactly the same amount whether it has debt on it or not.
Sure.
So you putting the 150 on it doesn't cause more appreciation. The only savings you would have would be the interest rate on that amount of debt, whatever your mortgage interest rate is. And as compared to what you might make on a mutual fund, that might be small, to your point, to your concern. I would put it on the mortgage anyway. And the reason is that I am going to have a paid-off mortgage, whether it's selling this property and moving the equity to another property, but I'm going to have a paid-off home as a part of your financial plan as soon as I possibly can, because all of the data with all the millionaires that we work with, from the millionaire study that Hogan did, says that there's two primary things that cause people to have their first $1 million net worth, and first $1 to $5 million net worth, and that is their 401k retirement savings.
Yes.
And you're not going to put it in that because it's payroll deduct, and a paid-off home mortgage. We did not find a single millionaire out of 10,000 of them that we studied that said, I became wealthy because I never paid off my home and I used all of that money to invest.
Right.
All of them either had their homes paid off or were heading towards having their homes paid off. They never once said, I would never pay off my home because I always want to invest.
And one key thing she said there too, Dave, was she thinks. So still put it on the mortgage because things may change too.
If you do stay, you can pay off the mortgage. If you don't stay, they're going to give you that money at the closing when you sell the house.
Exactly.
It's going to come in the form of equity and come back to you. So you don't lose the money. What you are going to lose potentially in the short term is what you would have made in a mutual fund versus your mortgage interest rate, which might be $15,000 a year, might be $2,000 a year, something like that. But I'm going with the data, and the data says paid off home, one step to being millionaire, and I'm always going to move that direction, and so that keeps me right on those baby steps.
Yes.
You can certainly do what you want to do. That's what I would do.